Hello gang, what's up? Here we are in the first day after Christmas and we're going through some Magik. I didn't want to take it and say that Magik is just a bad character and stand like that. I saw your comments, you asked me for ABL, you're dreaming that Magik could be the character that's gonna carry you through ABL and bring you some score into your bucket of weekly score. So yeah, I wasn't able to mythic the uniform, but at least I put here a CTP of raids to see her performance in ABL the day that she can perform, she can participate. It's the one with Blast Mutant and it's day to day. Also, I wanted to do a showcase for the characters that for how it's called, Jean Grey, but I end up using her here into the previous day by mistake, so I'm not able to see the difference between Jean Grey, Storm, and Magik. But at least I'm gonna compare here. And I saw you in the comments asking for Blast, Jean, and I would do that already, but there is a lot of stuff going on so in the game, so I want to show you the last uniforms and stuff. So yeah, I have to return on that and see the alternatives on Storm, because Storm is still meta like 6 or 7 months and there is no other character replacing here from tier 4s, but the tier 3s are a lot that you could participate with them. I feel like Jean Grey with blue uniform and level 80 could be a good alternative. That's why I'm kind of sad that I can't really use her and show you how you perform with her. I haven't tried her myself basically. And in this point I have in tier 3 Polaris. I choose Magik because the books are similar for both of them. So I'm gonna compare Magik with Storm. Storm level 80 with just a raid also, but she got way better build and she is level 80 of course. And in the same time I'm gonna do a comparison in the output of damage of Storm with Polaris or without Polaris. And what I'm saying about, what I'm talking about without Polaris, saying using instead my girl Katy Pride here. So I'm gonna test, Polaris instead of Katy Pride in ABL, and also show you what Magik is able to pull out in World Boss Legend. Because after ABL and the Mutant Tag Day, you want someone to clear these states, guys. And I know it's a pain for a lot of people that they have stuck here. I was stuck here for 1.5 years, and I don't mean stage 30, I mean stage 50. And above stage 50 here you can take Gardening Mythic chest, so it's totally worth trying to complete this stage with Magik. So yeah, I'm gonna do all this gameplay for you. It's like 4 to 5 stuff, perhaps I'm gonna fast forward some, but yeah, before we're going through that, guys, I want you to make sure that you're 100% sure that you have subscribed to the channel, smash the like button, and drop down below in the comments what else you want me to do with these girls. Magik, not Storm, I almost said Storm. And that's the first CTP I'm trying here. Perhaps I'm going into PvP later on, but I feel like to showcase here in PvP I need her artifact. So until I get her artifact, at the moment I'm with the raid zone, so if you want me to try GBR, I'm not sure, let me know down below in the comments. If you can find yourself any way to utilize Magik, because at the end of the video I'm gonna tell you the conclusion about the uniform also, of course. So yeah, let's go into the gameplay. So let's start from the last stuff I said so, and that's the stage 50 of Knull. It's the first stage that you have to use mutant type characters that you are finding if you're trying to progress through Knull and the other World Boss Legend. Yeah, Knull's mutant tag here, it's the first. There is on stage 45 of Ultron, but stage 45 of Ultron is way harder. So let's start with that. It's a start. And as you can see, my rotation, it's pretty lame. But in the same time, I don't feel like there is a rotation fits to this girl. I mean, I'm canceling pretty much all the skills. I'm letting a bit the fourth skill, and the fifth skill I'm waiting until I saw the gate popping out. The gate to pop out needs a lot of time. You need to wait a bit, or else you're canceling your skill and you're getting nothing out of damage, you know? The tier 3, it's a cancelable skill, but letting her play with the sword down, add some hits, so I prefer letting her do that. And I'm seeing in the same time the good animation and stuff, so yeah. Cheers also. And yes, I feel like Magik into 1 minute and 10 seconds into the stage doing only 15 bars, it's not good. It's not good. And I really wonder, guys, I really wonder about developers. I mean, they want us to pay for holidays, for their holidays. Okay, I totally get it. But why did they drop a character, a paywall character, but that with the last CTP, I mean, the most impactful CTP in the game, CTP of raids, she's not able to perform in the stage that dropped 3 years ago, stage 50 of Knull. I mean, what are they thinking? You have to pay 20 euros to get this character and be like that on World Boss Legend with raids? I mean, yes, okay, CTP of Energy and Mighty Energy and Mighty Destruction are best for World Boss Legend, but still, you need a mutant character having a raid to do that. You don't want to use the character only for ABL. You could use him for, you could use her for World Boss Legend, but no. They give you this character that can do so low damage. The 31st bars for 2.5 minutes, it's disgusting, guys. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, what's going on? The character is broken or something? This is really low damage. This is really low. And I was like, you know what? I'm overreacting. I'm overreacting. Perhaps there is dude out there that they want to do stage 30. And I totally get it, you know, doing something lower. Don't go to progress through the rankings and stuff. And yes, let's see if she's capable basically to do stage 30 with double support and a better leadership like Riri Williams, Ironheart. And as you can see, yeah, she's able, as it seems. 30 seconds for the first 10 bars, it's a good indicator to understand the value of the character damage wise, but stage 30 for me it's really low. I have 25% pierce, I have really good stats, I mean like 120% energy attack in total in my cards. So yes, this shouldn't be the case at stage 30. Stage 30 goes like really fast, the bars are melting. But still, as you can see, as long as you spam your second skill, you're healing. In the previous run, I was skipping the second skill on the rotation and I wasn't getting any heals because of that. So you want to spam your second skill. I know it's annoying for a proccing rotation, but I don't feel like she's working at all with a proc. She could be way worse and there is no a lot of space to let her damage, you know, with raids for something else. I mean, the animations are really cool. I really like the devil comes out the gate and trying to catch you. It's really nice. But still, is this worth it? At least for World Boss Legend, this is disgusting. This is totally disgusting. And the fact that they tell you to pay real money to have this character performing like that, and that's the only game mode, and generally PvE, it's the only way you could use the character if you don't have the artifact. And the artifact, it's something super expensive that you have to wait at least 1 month, sacrifice the other picks you could do for tier 4s from the token event, and spend the tokens for getting a 4-star artifact and C could be good on Alliance Conquest? Why? Well, okay, I totally get Alliance Conquest is cool for some people. Sorry, Matteo, but yeah, I mean, paying 20 and waiting for an artifact and overbuild her to be able to use her, because at the moment I feel softed. I mean, I bought the uniform to play with the character and the character cannot perform. I mean, yeah, she could clear stage 30, we can see it. We can see it. I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds and 9 bars left. Okay, apparently if I start DPSing here, yeah, I stunned into his damage here in the purple thing. I wasn't in iframe and I died. But still, bro, I don't feel like if I was alive here, there could be any huge difference. I mean, 140? So disgusting. Let's hope that she's gonna be any good at ABL. Basically, let's start with Storm. This is the run I did with Storm. I have level 80 tier 3 Storm, and I'm gonna utilize here with Katy Pride uniform, with Katy Pride as leadership instead of Polaris. Polaris giving double support, Katy Pride gives just the leadership. Katy Pride and Polaris are two characters that both have Fracture on their kit, so you could swap on them and use the Fracture and swap again into Storm. That's what I'm doing here with Katy Pride. So yeah, I don't want to show you what Storm is doing basically. I just want to show you how I was doing the cancelling with my girl Katy Pride here, and let's go through the end of the fight to keep the score and see. Yeah, 4.44 for my Storm. Yeah, 3 fours in a row, 3 fours in a row. It's an easy score to remember. And let's go to see again with exactly the same team, but instead of Katy Pride, Polaris. And why I'm doing that? I'm doing that because in the same time, right now, there is an event that I'm gonna participate probably, and I'm gonna buy this stuff here for the tier 2 ticket. And you should know if Polaris is totally worth getting this and spend it on her, because we took her for free. But in the same time, if you're missing a tier 2 mega ticket, you can't really tier 2 here. You need to go buy subscription. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna show you here the difference between having Polaris or stick to Katy Pride, which is older character, which is a character that used to be used to be in the game more than Polaris. And do you need here tier 2? Let's find out. Basically 100% I feel like this run instead of the previous run, the way I'm proccing, the way I'm playing with Storm was better, was worse. Previously I didn't miss any tier 3, I did full damage. On this one I was kind of, I missed some procs for sure. I missed the tier 3, I think. I did the damage, but I get the skill cancelled or something. I can't really remember. Here you can see it's the third skill of Polaris to do the cancelling, and feels like Polaris is easier to proc. But let's go fast forward this and see in the end how much difference there is between Polaris and Katy Pride. And yes, you guessed right. There's no such a difference. I mean, if I had played perfect, perhaps, but this is pretty much similar. So the extra buff you're getting from Polaris, it's not that important as it seems. I'm not sure why, but look at this. I'm doing 4.37 with Storm and Katy Pride, and with Polaris I did pretty much the same. Okay, I played worst, but 200k, 300k worst, 500,000 worst, it's kind of hard, you know? It's kind of hard to play that bad. It's the same guy playing, and yeah. And now the big moment for Magik to sign with her CTP of raids against Surtur. Let's find out. Is there any way to use this character? Let's see, let's see. It could be sweet having here my girl, how it's called, my girl Jean with the blast uniform also, but still I'm gonna do that another day. but here I want you to see what you're going to get if you don't have the artifact and if you don't want to use here for PvP. Is he any valuable for PvE, ABL at least? There is a lot of huge amount of people looking for a character for this day, not be so much expensive like Storm, you know, paywall uniform, you have to wait 1 year. Yes, let's find out. Of course, you can see I misplay a lot, but still, I'm not playing perfect anytime. I'm not playing perfect, period. I mean, yeah, I could proc better, I could do, you know, perfect positioning of the character, but still. The good part with Magik is that she got her own fracture on her 4th skill, so you don't really need to swap between the characters. Here you can see I'm waiting the 5th skill to drop the gate, and after cancelling it into my tier 3, that's the most efficient way to do damage with Magik, I feel like. And the rest of your skills are really cancelable, and you want just to charge your tier 3 and let your 5th skill into the CTP of Rage proc. And you can see there in the middle of the fight I have 1.5, which is really nice for a tier 3 level 70. It's tier 3 level 70, you have to consider that. In the middle of the fight basically 1.85. That's cool. I mean, yeah, if you miss Storm and you miss Psylocke too, and you miss a bunch of characters, I mean, who else? Polaris also tier 3 could do really nice job here. I was seeing people doing 2.5 on, you know, I tried a lot to find, you know, good videos on YouTube for that. And Psylocke is able to do 2.5 to 3 million, easy peasy, with not meta build or something. So you have to consider that, like 2.5 Psylocke to 3. So I feel like Magik, at the end of the day, she can pull out you a really decent score, bro. 2.3? Yeah, cool. And with my gameplay, this messy gameplay, of course you could do better. Of course. Most of you watching, you know, playing with characters that are not meta and over trying, you have increased your skill more than me, and probably you're playing better on ABL, avoiding meteors, doing, you know, better positioning, better DPS on the rotation at least. But you can see there I'm struggling to pass through 3 million, but I did it. You can do 3.1 playing that bad and having my build with Magik. So if you were looking for a character and you didn't have Polaris, you didn't had basically pretty much any mutant blast type, and mutants blast types, basically it's mutant, superhero and female, and that's a really weird tag. There's not a lot of characters. Yes, let's go superhero and mutant. And the girls you could pick up here, it's like Storm, we already know that. This girl I wanted to have here in the video, but as I told you in the start, I couldn't. Polaris, I don't have tier 3, and Magik. After this, your best choice is Psylocke, but Psylocke was doing 2.5 to 3 max. There's no other girls here, there's no other females, so yeah, that was it. That was it. Your choice, Magik 3.1. If you're struggling and you're doing like 1 million, 2 million and something like that, and you have a spare raids, okay, go for Magik. But this is a really huge long shot. I mean, there's no way that they put us to pay real money for a character that it's not good for World Boss Legend, it's not good for anything if you don't have the artifact. I mean, if you have the artifact, perhaps Alliance Conquest and some timeline, but there's no way there's such a huge choices into the timeline, like Gore, like Adam, like Jean, Hulk, Carnage. There's a lot of huge players into the timeline battle. Thanos, huge amount of characters. There's no way Magik could pull out in the meta and destroy them. So yes, I'm not sure what developers was thinking, but this girl is bad on every aspect of the game. She can provide you 3 million ABL. If you're looking for that, she's your choice. Am I going to unequip her raids? 100% in the first sale. There's no way I'm gonna keep that build. But yeah, that was it, Magik. If you wanna see something else, dropping down below in the comments. What crazy stuff you want me to do with Magik, guys. Let me know and I'm gonna do them. Until I get your artifact, that was it. If you don't ask for something. So yeah, I hope you're fine, you're having fun in the holidays. See you into the next, and that was it about my girl's Magik. And by the way, oh yeah, I forget. Last time I mentioned that she got perfect tier 3 animation, but I didn't show you that. And that's really insane, bro. That's the best part of her kit, the tier 3 animation. I mean, it's insane, and especially with this uniform or this uniform, being in the hell, you know, and having the fires and stuff, I prefer these animations. So yeah, that was it. Our hottie, Magik. See you into the next. Bye bye to everyone. Kisses in your faces.